anyway, speaking about Microsoft, so okay, we all know how like iOS isn't allowing xCloud and Epic Games and all this other shit. Well, Microsoft has a workaround now. They're going to be having they're going to be bringing xCloud games to iOS via the web, which is a kind of an interesting solution. So you'll be able to play Xbox games through Apple, but on through the web.
It's going to be sort of like the way that GeForce Now does it.
Yeah. Because you can't have them in the App Store. That's the problem. Because of the policies, something like that. You can't have the.
They want money.
Because they don't want to pay Apple money.
Yeah,
exactly. Because they're not selling anything. They're like, yo, we're just like Netflix. You don't charge everybody that goes on Netflix to watch a movie.
Well, but I mean, the thing about it is that if you can buy what is it, an upgrade, not an upgrade, but like if you can buy like DLC and stuff like that, you're essentially buying it through their store, an app on their store, and that's where they want to charge people money.
They never said anything about buying DLC though. They were like,
they're talking about purchases. They're not talking about services.
They're just talking about services. That's what they're talking about.
No, it's not. It's not. They're not talking about the service. The service is fine because what is it? Remote Play works on there.
Well, that's what the whole thing that they were saying is like, oh well, people can get the subscription service from there, and they're like, well, they could, but they're not buying anything individual. So I gotta say, if you download the app. Right? Mm-hmm. You could say, I'm going to sign up for the $14.99. Remember, we talked about you don't need an Xbox to get Game Pass.
Yeah.
So that's what they want. They want a cut of that. So they want subservice money. But then from what I understand, they don't charge Amazon or Netflix a cut from every time somebody signs up to do that on their app.
Yeah, just quickly. So Uncle Phil says that he believes that they'll end up on iOS eventually, on the apps and all that. They just got to just work around it, which is, again, it's just fucking weird,
Oh, that's cute.
But by the way, Uncle Phil did say that. It's like, we're going to get on there some way, man. This is how they're doing it for now. So this is going to be happening next year. I don't know when next year, but that's when it's going to be happening.
Dude, you can't push your way onto iOS. That's the whole point of iOS.
Yeah.
Microsoft or Apple's got that shit on lockdown.
Yeah, well, this is why they're having this workaround,
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Apple closed it.
Who knows, right?
Well, I mean, a lot of companies are doing that sort of same workaround. Sony's doing it, with their store service.
Yeah, Apple would break a lot of web services if they did that. That would be a bad idea.
Same thing with Amazon Audible, the audiobooks.
Yeah, they would break all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't buy Audible books on there.
And here's the thing: if Apple decides to single out Microsoft, let's say they go, all right, we know which servers are serving this content from Microsoft, and we're just going to block those web ports from them. Microsoft can sue them for anti-competitive behavior. Like there's not really a winning solution for Apple. If Apple stops Microsoft from doing this, they absolutely could take them to court and force them into a situation they don't want to be in.
Yeah, shit is crazy. So we'll see what happens, man.